My parents threw my son and me out of their anniversary gala, screaming, "Leave now. You're ruining the aesthetic." I had transferred $18,200 every month for 3 years into the account, keeping their West Loop bakery operational. Dad blew his retirement on crypto in 2022 and gave up. Mom obsessed over her country club status. My sister, the golden child, couldn't be bothered to work because she was building her influencer brand at 31. So I bankrolled the whole operation. Rent, payroll, supplier invoices, even the $45,000 espresso machine they bought without asking. I'm a neonatal intensive care nurse. I pull 14-hour night shifts at Rush Medical. I raised my son Jonas by myself after his dad vanished right before his 3rd birthday. No one ever offered to watch him. No one helped when he was diagnosed with autism. No one checked on me, but every first of the month, the funds cleared. The ovens stayed hot, the display cases stayed full, and Nadine kept buying Gucci bags that cost more than Jonas's speech therapy. For their 40th anniversary, the bakery hosted a private gala. Jonas had spent 2 weeks painting a ceramic heart for his grandparents. He wore his favorite sensory-friendly blue polo. We arrived at 7:15 p.m. The champagne was already flowing. Nadine was wearing a silk gown I recognized from the Nordstrom charge on Mom's maxed-out card. Jonas proudly held up his painted heart. Mom glanced at it, sighed, and handed it to a busboy. "We didn't reserve a table for you," she muttered. "We assumed you'd stay home." Nadine rolled her eyes. "Yeah, he's making weird noises. It's totally killing the vibe for my followers." I stood there holding Jonas's hand. He was happily humming, oblivious, his fingers stained with blue paint. I said, "Jonas made you a gift." Nadine scoffed. Dad walked over, adjusting his tuxedo. "Maybe it's best if you two head out. We have local politicians here. We need things perfect." That's when Nadine pointed at the door. "Leave now. You're ruining the aesthetic." Mom took a sip of her Prosecco. "Best night without you, honestly." Jonas looked up at me, his smile fading as he sensed the tension. He whispered, "Mama, are we bad?" I dropped to one knee and told him, "No, baby, you are perfect." I stood up, took his hand, and didn't argue. I walked to the glass doors, turned around, and said, "Then happy anniversary. The bakery lease is yours again." By the time I strapped Jonas into his booster seat in the parking garage, I had my lawyer on speed dial. It was a Monday morning when the axe fell. I didn't just cancel an auto pay. I sent the official dissolution notice for the operating LLC to the property management company. The fallout didn't happen in 10 minutes. It hit 24 hours later. On Tuesday morning at 8:45 a.m., my phone erupted. FaceTime from Nadine. I answered it while making Jonas oatmeal. Nadine was standing on the sidewalk in front of the bakery, staring at a giant steel padlock and a neon orange eviction notice taped to the glass. "What the hell is going on?" she shrieked. "The landlord locked us out. He says the master lease was terminated." I poured the oatmeal. I terminated it. Dad's face suddenly appeared on the screen, looking pale. "You can't do that. The business is in my name." I took a sip of my coffee. "No, Dad, the health permit is in your name. After you defaulted on the commercial loan in 2022, I bought the entire LLC to save you from bankruptcy. You signed the equity transfer. You were just too busy playing golf to read it." Total silence on their end. Mom's voice trembled in the background. "Sweetie, please. We have a massive catering order for a wedding this weekend. We'll be ruined." "You meant it enough to humiliate an autistic child holding a painted heart," I replied. "You have until Friday to clear out your personal belongings before the liquidator arrives." I ended the call and blocked all their numbers. That evening, I helped Jonas set up his new train track on the living room rug. He carefully placed the ceramic blue heart right in the center of the tracks, completely untouched by the people who didn't deserve it. He smiled up at me, humming his happy tune, and for the first time in years, my bank account and my home were finally at peace.